Hello, teachers. I know that a lot of you are looking at this science notebook thinking, wow, this is awesome, but something's missing. For many of you, you'll find that there are needs within your class or within some of your experiments that we have not provided a slide for. You may also want to just create a custom theme or something to make your class notebooks stand out from others. I'm going to show you how to edit the master slides and then distribute them to your students so they can add them to their notebook that they have already downloaded from your Google Classroom. One of the first things we're going to do is look at just creating a new slide within our notebook. We have provided several slides for you to choose from already in your theme, but you may think that there's some different information or a different layout or just something that you want to have that is a little different, or adding videos, images, things that we haven't included yet. All of these are available within your slide catalog, but you can even edit and add more slides by going through the master. So in our slide menu, you go to Edit Master, where you'll see all of the layouts that have been created already, including a blank layout for you to work from to create your own. We want to start by making a copy of the blank layout so we don't get rid of that blank page, because we may need our students to just have a blank page once in a while. So we're going to go ahead and select the blank page so that it has a blue border around it. And we're going to do Control-C, Control-V to make a copy. Okay, so Control-C makes the copy, Control-V pastes it into our layouts. The next thing we want to do is go ahead and rename that slide so we know it is a custom slide we've created. You can name the slide whatever you would like. If you're doing a specific type of investigation, you're working within a specific subject, or you want it to be something nice just for your class, you can title it based on whatever you are doing. I'm going to go ahead and title mine Notes with Video. I'm going to expect my students to create a video telling about their investigation and some notes to go along with the key points from that video. I'm going to click OK. And you'll see here that it has gone ahead and changed my name of my slide up here at the top. First thing I'm going to do is insert a shape to create a boundary for my title on that page. This just creates a nice little place for my students to know this is going to be where I put in my subject, my title, and I'm going to click a placeholder to go inside that shape as well. By choosing text and title placeholder or body placeholder or subtitle placeholder, it gives my students a place that they can just go ahead and type in without having to create a text box of their own. Titles are going to be larger, where subtitles are a little smaller, and then body text allows for bullets and different levels of notation. I'm going to choose title placeholder for this first one, and just inside my shape I will draw my placeholder box. And you can see it automatically says click to edit master title style. This will show to my students as click to add text. As a teacher inside master, I can go through and change fonts, font sizes, and colors. As a student, when I go to add my text, that will be controlled by whatever my teacher has put in place on this title style. The next thing I want to add is an additional boundary box where I will tell my students to place their video. I'm going to add a larger box, double click, and within inside the box I'm going to say add video here. I can adjust the style. I want it to show up in the center, be larger for students to see. Have to highlight the text before you change the font size. But now my students know this is where my teacher expects the video. The last thing I'm going to add is a body text placeholder This is where my students' notes will go. Again, it will show to me as first level, second level, third level for all of the bullets. For my students, it will say click to add text. I can preview my page inside my own notebook by coming to my slides, leaving the master, and clicking to add a new slide layout. I can then find what I just created right here, notes with video. Click on it one time to add it, and this is what it will look like to my students. I'm now ready to share this specific slide with my students. This is a multi-step process to give to them, but once they have it, they will have it for their notebook from now on. I want to copy the slide I have created, so I will click on my slide, give it that blue outline to show that it's selected, and I'll do Control-C to copy. I'm now going to go to my drive and create a new slides presentation to store this slide that I'm going to share with my students. Inside this new slides presentation, I will go to File, and make sure that my pages are set up the same as my current pages. So page setup, I want to change it from widescreen to custom so that it is a regular 8.5 by 11 size of a piece of paper. And now I'm ready to click on that first slide, Control V, and it will paste my slide in. Now, I only need my students to have this one slide, so I'm going to delete the blank slide by right-clicking and selecting Delete Slide. I'm going to title my presentation Video Slide, and I'm done. I'm now ready to distribute this to my students through my Google Classroom. So I'm going to come to my Google Classroom, where I will add a new assignment to my students. I will title it Notebook Slide Video. I'm going to use this for two things. One is to give my students this new layout. Two is to collect the assignment from my students so that I only am looking at their video slide. Again, you can always add your due date and your topic, and then you insert from your Google Drive. My video slide is my most recently worked on, so it is the first thing available to me. If it's not here, I can find it inside my drive by navigating to the folders that I've stored it in. My video slide, click on it one time, and click Add. I want to make sure that this is set so my students will get a copy, make a copy, and I'm going to assign. Once this is assigned, your students will receive it on their Google Classroom. They can then select the assignment. I apologize. They can then select the assignment, video slide, so it opens in their Google Drive. They can edit adding a title for whatever it was they were working on. They can insert their video via a YouTube link or embedding, insert video. YouTube is real easy. They can also add from their Google Drive if they have their own videos. I'm going to go ahead and just select a video that I have. Select. They'll put their video there, and they can leave their notes. whatever you stipulate for them to be a part of the assignment will be there. Your student is then able to turn around and go back to Google Classroom, where they can submit their work right back to you using the slide you already gave them. They are also able to take the slide they have worked on right here, doing a Control-C, going back to their digital notebook and inserting it in their notebook, making sure it goes where you want it, usually the next slide, and adding it to their table of contents, just as we did earlier. This allows for you to only receive one slide and not have to scroll through their notebook, and allows them to keep a copy of everything that they have done all year in their notebook.